Shen Yun is a New York-based performing arts company. Since its debut in 2006, Shen Yun has seen explosive growth. In 2010, Shen Yun had 3 touring companies performing in around 130 cities across 4 continents. Today, the company has expanded to 8 companies touring across 22 countries in 5 continents with over 810 shows. For 18 years, Shen Yun has captivated tens of millions of audiences in world-class theaters from New York's Lincoln Center and Washington's Kennedy Center to Vienna's Berg Theater and Tokyo Opera City. The Shen Yun Symphony Orchestra also holds annual independent concerts at Carnegie Hall, along with its own tours. The company has recently launched a new on-demand streaming platform, Shen Yun Creations, offering fans exclusive access to video content. Shen Yun has become a global phenomenon, attracting audiences worldwide. The company has not only achieved remarkable box office success, with tickets selling out well in advance, but also garnered widespread acclaim from reputable press and arts publications. In its early years, the New York Times published an enthusiastic review of Shen Yun titled 5,000 Years of Chinese Music and Dance in One Night. Shen Yun brings stories spanning 5 millennia of Chinese music, dance, and folklore to over 100 cities. Yet none of those cities are in China. Shen Yun, primarily composed of Chinese from around the world, is based in New York and imbued with aspects of traditional culture suppressed under the Chinese communist regime. The Wall Street Journal stated, Shen Yun, a New York-based company of Chinese dancers and musicians, presented a greatest hits show from their years of international performance. Stage Whispers, a performing arts magazine, described it as magical. It wrote, "There is something quite otherworldly, even magical, about Shen Yun as a production that leads to a string of adjectives starting with E. Exquisite, ethereal, excellent, esoteric, exciting." Shen Yun not only has it received critical acclaim, but it has also garnered praise from famous people. Former Wisconsin Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch was particularly impressed.
Cultural experience as much as it is an arts experience. The dancers are so well trained. We are amazed at their extensions and their athletic ability. But on top of that, the singer, the soprano we heard, was extraordinary. I think my favorite, though, was the dance with those beautiful sleeves. They just flowed like water.
They crumple up and then they go.
It was
And then
incredible.
It's super
U.S. representatives have also expressed their admiration. As one representative put it, "It was an incredible show and honor to be here. This show should be able to be seen around the world in every country." Even Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has taken notice. In a welcoming letter, he wrote, "Each year, Shen Yun enriches our communities by showcasing Chinese history, culture, and artistry with grace and elegance. I am certain that everyone in attendance will be inspired and entertained by this magnificent display of traditional Chinese music and dance." Baron Philip Hunt, member of the House of Lords of the United Kingdom, also described attending a Shen Yun performance in Birmingham as a true privilege.
Today, I think we saw a production of the very highest quality. I just couldn't praise it enough. It was simply brilliant. It was a real honour to be here and really delighted to see such a wonderful production, with, of course, a very important message.
So why has Shen Yun been so successful and acclaimed? Mr. DF, the founder, artistic director, and creative director of Shen Yun, has played a pivotal role in the company's success. Under his guidance, Shen Yun has created masterpieces that bring to life the 5,000-year-old glorious history of the Chinese people. The ancient name of China, the land of the divine, tells of a world where gods and mortals walked the earth together. Music, medicine, calligraphy, fashion, language, and countless other things were believed to have been bestowed from the heavens. Buddhism, Taoism, and other religions formed the core of society. Emperors sought to follow the divine, and daily life was filled with rituals connecting humans and the divine. From the ancient emperors to the grandeur of the Tang dynasty and the refined elegance of the Qing dynasty, each piece tells a story of real and mythical heroes, their legacies preserved in tales of courage and sacrifice, integrity and loyalty, compassion and virtue. To revive this divinely inspired civilization, Mr. DF named the performing arts company Shen Yun, which means the beauty of dancing divinities. New York Times best-selling author David West Reynolds, was left in awe after witnessing Shen Yun's artistic director's vision come to life. He expressed profound admiration.
The Shen Yun director, I read the program before we came in and thought, wow, this man must be really extraordinary. But once you see what he has produced, I am absolutely in awe. I'm glad that I lived at a time where I could see his productions instead of just reading about them in a history book, because they will be in a history book someday, because this is extraordinary. I'm honored to have been able to see that in my lifetime, to see an artist of his caliber bringing together a company like this and this kind of production to share this kind of a performance.
Shen Yun Company began as a small ensemble of elite Chinese artists. Among these artists were some of the world's finest classically trained dancers and award-winning musicians. Under the artistic direction of artistic director, these artists have reached new heights, mastering lost techniques such as the body leads the arms, the hips lead the legs. William Lee, a leading dancer and instructor, explains how these techniques have created a more dynamic and visually stunning experience.
It almost helps in every aspect of dance. So your movements become more beautiful because it's longer, and it almost becomes easier to move. You feel more graceful, more agile, and you would have like a grand air about you when you're dancing. So the audience would really notice the difference, I think.
Shen Yun has cultivated hundreds of exceptional dancers who can master those lost dance techniques. It amazed even seasoned ballet professionals. Renowned ballet teacher and senior examiner, Athol Willoughby, expressed his astonishment at the company's professionalism.
I think it's just magical. This is the 4th time I've seen the Shen Yun Company, and I just can't believe how perfect they are. That they're so perfect makes me jealous. If only we could get that perfection in classical ballet. We're trying, but somehow or another we don't quite get there. Eye to detail in the classes, it really comes out in the performances. The technique is flawless. Really, it is.
In addition, Shen Yun's artistic director also has revived a long-lost singing technique known as bel canto. Originating in ancient Chinese theater and early European opera, bel canto was believed to produce the most beautiful and purest vocal sound. However, the true technique for high-range bel canto singing had been lost to both the East and West. Shen Yun's singers are now bringing this traditional and classical technique back to the modern stage. What sets Shen Yun's singers apart is their use of bel canto to perform Chinese lyrics. This means that they must not only overcome the inherent challenges of bel canto, but also maintain precise Chinese pronunciation and diction. Their ability to perform bel canto while preserving perfect Chinese enunciation is truly unparalleled. Renowned German opera singer Samuel Yun has praised the vocal abilities of Shen Yun's singers.
Die gesamte Kunst, auch die Tanz, eine spezielle diese Klang von Tenor und auch Sopran, die beide haben so eine gute Stimme und auch außergewöhnliche, die strahlende Stimme.
The artistic director has also founded the Shen Yun Orchestra, a live ensemble that accompanies every performance. It's a fascinating fusion of East and West, combining the ancient sounds of Chinese instruments with the modern harmonies of a Western orchestra. This unique blend creates a truly impressive sound that's been praised by musicians and composers worldwide. As Kevin Ryan, luthier and founder of Ryan Guitars, had this to say about the innovative blend.
Some of the instruments were ancient and some were modern, and I thought the way they blended that was just it was just the perfect tone for what they were trying to do. But I loved it. It's obviously world-class musicians, that was clear.
Shen Yun's success is not just due to hard work. Their innovative spirit plays a huge part. In 2016, they pioneered a groundbreaking technology that seamlessly blends live performers with animated backdrops. This patented effect creates an infinite stage, where animated elements appear as lifelike extensions of the dancers. With this invention, any place or moment in history can be brought to life on stage, transporting the audience to different times and places in the blink of an eye. Professional dancer Matthew Hayes was particularly impressed by Shen Yun's 3D backdrops.
My favorite part was the transition from screen to stage. That was a very neat trick I've never seen done before.
And such outstanding performances will not be repeated. Shen Yun is committed to bringing audiences new performance content every year. That means after 6 months touring the globe, the company spends the next 6 months creating an entirely new show. From the music and choreography to the costumes and backdrops, everything is completely refreshed. It's a massive undertaking that no other performing arts company in the world attempts. And yet, for nearly 2 decades, Shen Yun has delivered on that promise to its audiences. To fulfill this promise, every Shen Yun dancer and staff member has demonstrated an extraordinary level of discipline, hard work, and dedication. Their extraordinary dedication is truly inspiring. Renowned choreographer and dancer Elliot Triend, known for his high standards, has nothing but praise for Shen Yun's dancers.
I'd say they work extremely hard. I can't imagine how much hard work has actually gone into this production. The rehearsals must be painful, endlessly painful. The choreography, everything on cue, everything on point. And I can be quite a nasty person when I watch performances and I take notes, and I can be quite critical and negative. And I thought it was wonderful. I was really analysing the choreography, analysing the dancers. They look beautiful. The guys have just got great bodies. The women have got great bodies. The choreography's good. The costume's good. What can I say? Yeah, I'd come and see it again.
Such extraordinary dedication is rooted in a deep commitment to serving others. Allison Chen, a former dancer and now a Shen Yun teacher, shares a particularly meaningful experience from her touring days. During a curtain call of one of her early performances, she made eye contact with a woman in the front row who was holding her child. The woman, unable to clap, nodded repeatedly and mouthed, "Thank you." This encounter reinforced Allison's belief in the profound rewards of dedicating one's work to uplifting others, as she explained. "I can live my life in a way that still benefits other people, and I can give back to the people around me, even giving back to people who are complete strangers. To be able to pour your heart into the craft that you're doing and give them something beautiful to watch, a memory that they can look back on. That's when I realized it's really worth it." Marcella Lee, the Emmy-winning news anchor, was deeply moved by the Shen Yun dancers' selfless dedication to serving others.
They were mesmerizing. I mean, just beautiful. The way that they move, the flexibility of the artists, and the grace is just like nothing I've ever seen. It's really, really become such an amazing show. It almost seems not human for them to be able to do what they can do, how high they can jump, how beautifully they can express themselves, almost seems supernatural.
Shen Yun offers a distinctive work environment rooted in the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. This fosters a strong sense of community and mutual respect among company members. While this environment may not appeal to everyone, many find the opportunity to pursue artistic excellence while contributing to a positive and uplifting workplace to be incredibly rewarding. Piotr Huang, a principal dancer, has spoken about the unique camaraderie and supportive atmosphere within the company.
I think in Shen is there's also this culture of selflessness, how you help each other, not just improve yourself. I remember my first year in Shen Yun. After we finish each CD, we have to strike out, right? And I see tenors, sopranos, conductors, principal dancers. They all help with striking out. There's no ego, there's no prima donnas in Shen Yun, and that's why we're able to be so successful.
Violinist Sarah Veazey discusses how this unique environment encourages artists to prioritize the harmony of the group over individual recognition.
Back at home, I used to be involved in a lot of orchestras, and I found that there was a lot of competition about who gets the first stand, who gets the first violin, who gets the solos. And here, the culture is completely different. You know, it's not even that it's kind of under the carpet kind of competition. It's genuinely everyone's kind of pushing each other to do better, you know, wishing the best for each other. And it's more of the culture. It's kind of like, if you get a solo, if you're sitting first desk, you're genuinely happy for each other. And we are genuinely happy for each other. And there's no sense of fighting for a certain position or for a certain spot.
The selfless spirit and deeply rooted 5,000-year-old traditional values are what make the orchestra and dancers' performances truly exceptional. It's more than just entertainment. It's an uplifting experience that transcends the ordinary. The New York Times cited Levi Broud, the manager for Shen Yun Promotion in Westchester, saying, "They believe that to be a phenomenal artist, you can't just learn phenomenal technique. You have to live a certain lifestyle. You have to be strong. You have to be calm. You have to be compassionate. You have to be at peace with yourself. Those qualities, whether visible or not, come through you and people will feel them." It is true when Princess Anne de Ligne, granddaughter of Duchess Charlotte of Luxembourg, found the performance deeply moving.
Je trouve que tout est ensemble. Les couleurs, la lumière, la musique, cette scénographie, je vais dire, magnifique. Quand tout le monde arrive sur la Terre pour avoir une mission, et à la fin, quand on voit un nouveau monde qui arrive, plein de lumière. Parce qu'on ressent ça tout le temps, qu'il y a vraiment quelque chose en plus, une dimension bien supérieure, spirituelle, que vous apportez à travers ce spectacle et qui pour nous résonne. Enfin, je vais dire peut-être l'espoir, l'espoir d'un monde meilleur, mais d'un monde meilleur en chacun de nous d'abord.